Hello everyone, welcome back. As in the previous class, we discussed about the components of the excretory system. Today in this class, we will be discussing about the internal structure of the kidney, or you can say the functional unit of the kidney. So let's start with the today's session. So students, here you can see I have drawn here the two diagrams, but no need to be confused. I am explaining you the topic one by one. So this is the first diagram. As you can see, the diagram of the kidney, and this diagram is representing the internal structure of the kidney. So outer layer of the kidney, this outer layer is known as the renal capsule. Renal term is student used for the kidney. So this layer, this outer sac is called the renal capsule. And when we see the lateral section of the kidney, then the lengthwise section. Then we observe the two parts of the kidney. And what are these two parts? One is the renal cortex, and student, one is the renal medulla. Cortex, this one is the cortex, this one is the not cortex, it is the renal cortex. So renal cortex, and also you can observe here these are the pyramid structures. So in this pyramid structure, this region form the renal medulla, and in between renal medulla and the renal capsule, renal cortex is present. So if we talk about the renal medulla, in the renal medulla there are present pyramid-like structure, and these pyramid structure contain, this is I have drawn here the single pyramid structure. This pyramid structure contain the functional unit of kidney, and that functional unit of kidney is known as the nephron. So students, in our body there are present millions of the nephron, and also you can observe here I have drawn here ureter. You know very well ureter, as we have discussed in our last class, that ureter, it collects the urine from the kidney and pass it into the bladder. Renal vein, it collects the pure blood, and artery collects the impure blood. Because students, again I am explaining you, as also I explained in the previous classes, student, artery contain the pure blood, but if we talk about the pulmonary artery or renal artery, then they contain the impure blood, and renal vein contain the pure blood. And renal medulla, I explained you that in the renal medulla region there are present pyramid-like arrangement, and in that pyramid structure the functional unit of kidney is present, and that functional unit of kidney is called the nephron. So here I have drawn the structure of the nephron. As you can see, this is the diagram of the nephron. So a nephron, it comprises of further two parts. One is the renal corpuscle, one is the renal tubule. Renal corpuscle, this part is also known as the Malpighian body, and it is further divided into two parts. One is the Bowman capsule, and the second one is the glomerulus. And the renal tubule, it is further divided into three parts: proximal convoluted tubule, which is also called PCT. PCT stands for the proximal convoluted tubule. Hanel's loop, and distal convoluted tubule, the abbreviation of which is DCT. DCT stands for distal convoluted tubule. So let's come to the explanation of each and every part of this nephron. So if we talk about the Malpighian body, then in Malpighian body only this portion is present. Okay, this Malpighian portion, okay, again I am drawing this circle with a colored marker, so that you can easily understand this part. So in the Malpighian body, student, as you can see, there are present two parts. One is a Bowman capsule. Bowman capsule, as you can see, it is a cup-shaped, broader and blind end of the nephron. Blind end means from the front side you can see it is totally closed, so we can say it is cup shaped, broader and blind end of the nephron, and it is covered by the semi permeable squamous epithelium. Is that clear? And into the Bowman's capsule, again I am repeating, into the Bowman capsule there is present tuft of capillaries. Tuft means bunch, or you can say group of capillaries, and that group of capillaries is called the glomerulus. Okay, so this was all about the first component, which is the Bowman capsule. So if we talk about the second component, which is the glomerulus, then students, as you can see, glomerulus, afferent arteriole. Afferent arteriole, this afferent arteriole into the Bowman capsule divided to form capillaries. Okay, and these capillaries, it enters into the Bowman capsule, और ये जो आर्टरी Bowman capsule में enter करती है, that artery is called the afferent arteriole, and further it divided into capillaries, and these capillaries are called the glomerulus, and these capillaries further reunite, फिर से जुड़ती हैं and leave the Bowman capsule and enter into this part, ureter, in the form of efferent arteriole. Okay, so glomerulus का function क्या होता है? Glomerulus is the site of ultrafiltration. So I am here briefly writing the function. Site of अल्ट्राफिल्ट्रेशन मीन्स ब्लड जो होता है, ब्लड फिल्टर कहाँ होता है? ग्लोमेरुलस के अंदर. ओके, ब्लड हाई प्रेशर से एंटर करता है एफरेंट आर्ट्रियोल्स के थ्रू. इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास आई विल टेल यू दैट हाउ द ब्लड एंटर एंड हाउ द यूरिन इज प्रोड्यूस्ड. ओके, so this was all about the first component of nephron, which is the Malpighian body. So now let's start with the second component, which is the renal tubule, and you can see this renal tubule have three parts: PCT, Henle's loop and DCT. This one is the PCT, this one is DCT, and this one is called the loop of Henle or loop of Henle. तो PCT stands for proximal convoluted tubule. This is long and convoluted tubule, coiled structure होती है, which is 12.32 मिलीमीटर होती है लेंथ में. और PCT का फंक्शन क्या होता है स्टूडेंट? PCT जो है ये क्या करती है? इट एब्जॉर्ब सोडियम, कैल्शियम, ग्लूकोज एंड अमीनो एसिड फ्रॉम द नेफ्रिक फिल्ट्रेट. अब नेफ्रिक फिल्ट्रेट क्या है? मैंने कहा आपको कि ब्लड हाई प्रेशर से कहाँ एंटर करता है? बोमेन कैप्सूल में. ग्लोमेरुलस उस ब्लड को फिल्टर करता है, और फिल्टर होने के बाद जो प्रोडक्ट बनता है दैट इज कॉल्ड द नेफ्रिक फिल्ट्रेट. तो फ्रॉम द नेफ्रिक फिल्ट्रेट पीसीटी क्या एब्जॉर्ब करता है? पीसीटी एब्जॉर्ब करता है सोडियम आयन, ग्लूकोज, कैल्शियम एंड अमीनो एसिड्स. Is that clear? So this was all about the proximal convoluted tubule. So proximal convoluted tubule further extend होती है और क्या फॉर्म करती है? लूप ऑफ हैनल. तो लूप ऑफ हैनल इट अगेन फॉर्म टू पार्ट्स. वन जो होता है one tube is extending downward which is thin, and that thin tube is called the descending limb, and upper is thick as comparison to the descending limb, and that tube is called the ascending limb. तो descending limb क्या करती है स्टूडेंट्स? descending limb जो होती है ये permeable होती है to the water. तो यहाँ हम क्या कहेंगे? हैनल्स लूप में टू पार्ट हो गए. descending limb DL, I am just giving its abbreviation DL and AL. तो DL परमिएबल होती है वाटर के, और ascending limb जो होती है it is permeable to sodium chloride. Okay, again I am repeating, descending limb is permeable to water and ascending limb is permeable to sodium chloride. Then what is the function of the loop of Hanelase? तो loop of Hanelase क्या करता है? It concentrates the urine. It concentrates the urine. Is that clear? Next part is called the DCT. तो DCT ये है, अगेन इट इज हाईली कन्वोल्यूटेड स्ट्रक्चर. अब ये क्या करता है? ये करता है मैक्सिमम एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ द वाटर. ये रीएब्जॉर्प्शन में हेल्प करता है फर्दर. तो वाटर जो भी रह जाता है वो कहाँ रीएब्जॉर्ब हो जाता है? इनटू द DCT. Again in the next class I will tell you that how this water is reabsorbed, because this DCT works under the control of a hormone which is called antidiuretic hormone. Okay, and further this DCT opens into larger tubes, and those larger tubes are called the collecting duct. Or you can say in the collecting duct urine is collected, or you can say in this larger tubes urine, this nephric filtrate is collected in the form of urine, and from this larger duct, collecting duct, it passes the urine, as simply in the last class we have discussed this structure. In this way, pair of kidneys, these are ureter and this is, so these collecting duct, it passes the urine into the ureter, from where it enters into the bladder. So student, this was all about the internal structure. Okay, so let's take a recap. Today we have discussed the internal structure of the kidney, which comprises two parts, renal cortex and the medulla. In the medulla there are present millions of nephron, and then we study the structure of nephron. As nephron is the structural and functional unit of the kidney, and nephron is further divided into two main parts, which are again redivided, and each part perform different function. Glomerulus is the site of ultrafiltration. PCT, it is for the absorption of sodium, glucose, amino acid and the calcium ion. Hanel's loop, it concentrates the urine, and descending limb, it is permeable to water, ascending limb is permeable to sodium chloride, and distal convoluted tubule helps in the further reabsorption of the water, and the last one was the collecting duct, and this collecting duct helps to collect the urine and pass it into the ureter. Okay, from where it enters into bladder, and through urethra urine is passed out. Hope you have learnt a lot, and student, in the next class we will discuss that how this process of urine formation occur. So please keep watching, keep learning. With this, thanks to all.